What is up, my dudes? I know it's been a long ass time since I've been posting anything, and lately a couple things have changed with the car and everything, so I'm just gonna get at it and tell you guys what I'm doing, show you what's going on. Excuse the mess of the garage, it's embarrassing, but I'm going to clean it after this job, I swear, I think. But so first things first, sold these wheels to my buddy. He's picking them up on Saturday, and I finally got myself some 18s. These are Firestone MK1s, 18 by 9.5. I picked them up from First Gear because they were having a clearance sale on the Firestone wheels. So obviously I'm not this low. It's just because it's jacked up. But I'll show you guys my ride height on the wheels once it's leveled out again. It's on jack stand right now, but that's pretty fucking gangster. Anyway, the reason I've got these wheels on the front still is because one of my tires was leaking when I put on those 18s, and I brought it back to the shop. They couldn't get it to not leak. It was just from the bead. So I picked up a couple tires off somebody, and I'm getting them to put them on, but they won't be able to finish them until tomorrow morning. So I'll grab those tomorrow morning. But right now, I am doing a extended lower control arm install, box and extended, brand new ball joints in it. I picked up 06 Maxima tie rods and tie rod ends because apparently they are long enough to suit the about 50 millimeter extension that these are. So I just want these to add a bit more steering angle, as well as some mad gangster camber like my buddy Marco was saying, and I just love the look of that. So I'm going to be doing that right now. I just took the wheel off just to kind of compare lengths, and I think it's going to be long enough. It's hard to tell, but just this lined up about the same spot as my stock tie rod. You can see it's a lot thicker. It's going to be stronger, but it reaches pretty much to the end. So that with the tie rod end, I think should cover it according to the internets, and you know, you got to believe the internet. So I'm just going to get started with that. I'm going to start by, I don't have a light. I don't have a light because my batteries are dead. Maybe if I steal batteries out of my multimeter or something. No, those aren't the right size. Anyway, I'll try and use my iPhone light or something. But first thing I'm going to do is turn this wheel a little bit, locked, bust off the tie rod ball joint nut, hammer it out of the knuckle, and then I don't know if I want to get underneath my car right now, but I'm going to eventually take out the tie rod, obviously. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. Probably won't even finish it tonight, but let's get to it. Hopefully you guys can see that. So there's the air tie rod connection. You're gonna need a pretty big wrench. I just used a adjustable one, and I didn't back up on here with another wrench because none of mine would work, but that's probably smart for you too. It just requires a little force to break the tie rod out. Make sure to take the tie rod end off so you can get the boot off, or else you're not gonna be able to slide it on that one. All right, so I got the new tie rod end. I'm just threading it into the steering rack right now. The boot is on it, but this is the boring stuff, so I'm just gonna skip ahead to the next part. So I definitely think they're gonna be long enough because look how far this sticks out, and this is actually threaded on a decent amount, so I can change it if I need to. Just need to put the wire on the boot and I'll be good. But for now I'm gonna start focusing on getting the lower control arm out. Got the tension rod bolts, sway bar bolt attached to here in the knuckle. I think the knuckle is going to be a pain. I'll probably have to take out the coilover and stuff. Let's get to it. So 16 mil bolts for the tension rod, and I'm gonna say, yeah, 14. Breaker bar at first. So I believe all that's left connecting the control arm to the knuckle is this bolt right there, but I'm thinking I'm gonna need to take the coilover off if I want to get an impact in there. I mean, I could just try ratcheting it out. We'll see. So you do not need to take the coilover off. I just used a big ass breaker bar and a 22 mil socket, and she seems to be coming out. Just a tip, keep the bolt in. Oh my God, it's so dark. I'm gonna get flat batteries for my flashlight. Keep the bolt in there, or else the control arm will move and you won't be able to break this because it's really tight. So put the bolt back in and then break it. I'm gonna get this off and then pull the control arm out. We can compare to the new ones. All right, boys, you really gotta beat the piss out of this, but definitely hit the side of the knuckle there. Don't actually like hit on top, it'll mash the threads. Not like it matters if you're replacing this, but that's the old, that's the new. It's gonna look way cleaner, brand new ball joints, new tie rods. Should be pretty dope. I'm gonna try and get it in and fit it all up. I don't know how much I'm actually gonna show. I'm sweating my balls off, guys. It's pretty much the reverse, right? So there's 22 mil connected to the knuckle. The lower control arm is 22 mil to the knuckle. 17 or 16? 16, I think. Two 16 mils to the tension rod, one 14 mil to the sway bar end link, and then the 17 mil on the inside connected to the subframe, I guess. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. That's the home stretch. And now it's just putting everything in back reverse. Should be easier. There's no hammering or anything. And I guess we'll see if the tie rods actually are long enough to compensate for the longer control arms. And then I will have that Mad Gangster fitment. Probably wasn't smart for me to wear socks and sandals because now they're fucking dirty, but goddamn sweat. Oi! This would be funner with someone else here, but Connor's working out of town. So here I am, chilling, working on the car, trying to get that fitment so that I can rock these Gangster 18s. It's kind of hard to get like a good shot of them. They look pretty sweet. I like the machine face finish way more than the gold. It looks a bit more classy, I guess. Not really like a 240 is a classy car, but let's get back to the install because I want to see how this turns out. Had to eyeball the alignment. I'll see it better once the wheel's on the ground, but unfortunately I only have the 17s to put on. I want to see what it looks like with 18s, but for now I'll just sew them on and check it out, lower it back down and see how it looks. I can't get the wheel on. So you can already tell that it's pushed out so far. The fender's touching the wheel and it's not even dropped yet. I'm gonna have to really pull these fenders because I didn't plan on going wide ones. Holy fuck. There we go. That's some camber. God damn it. It looks sick, but I think that's it for tonight. I gotta wash my hands. My tripod is hella dirty. I don't know if Kaylee's home yet, but I should probably go say hi to her. I thought she would have came out. Maybe. I need water, so. This is what 50 mils does. I can tell I have a little bit of toe in, so I'm gonna have to change the alignment, but RIP to my skirts and fenders. It's gonna be flinging rocks for show. I think tomorrow morning I'll finish it off. So I will catch you guys in the morning, hopefully get this done. Here's the rears. They're pretty cambered right now, so I wanna straighten that out a bit just so it fills, because it's not even close. But yeah, car's looking gangster. Alright guys, it is round 2 of the lower control arm install. I'm just with jack up this side of the car and then bust this wheel off. quickly get started. I opened the door, hopefully there's a bit more light since I still don't have a flashlight. Now that I know what I'm doing, it should be pretty quick to get the other side done. So I might as well get started right now. And then afterwards I can pick up, ooh, lens is dirty. And then afterwards I can pick up the other wheels and tires from the shop and get those on. Then the car will be complete. These tie rod ends come with a new grease nipple, just the stopper as well as the bolt and cotter pin. So just so I don't lose that shit, put it there. And then because I know I need to thread it in so much, last time I was doing it with the wrench on the car, this time I'm just gonna start it out, thread it on lots, and then I can just make minor adjustments afterwards. These don't come pre-greased, and I don't have a grease gun, but Connor does. Ask him kindly, let me grease my shit. All right, so I'm just gonna thread this into the steering rack now, and then it'll be ready to do the control arm. So this is the part that takes forever because whoever boxed these obviously didn't plan on running a sway bar because there's no cutout to get in there with a socket or anything. Got to bend the cotter pin and realign the wheels a bit, and install complete. Almost. I need alignment. I need to grease the bearing or the bushings, and then it'll be done. Fucking raise it up weird. But I'm just gonna wait until I get the wheels back because there's no point in putting these ones on and dropping it again. Might as well just wait. So I will catch you guys once I get the tires. Boys, the tires are finally done. I'm really excited to put them on the car and see if they'll actually fit with the new lower control arms. I guess if not, I'm gonna have to raise the front end just a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad though, because these are a smaller sidewall and more stretch than what were on the XXRs. The XXRs were 9.75s running a 245/40. These are 9.5 running 225/40. So I should have more than enough clearance, but I guess I'll find out when I throw them on. Gonna go grab them from the tire shop right quick, and we'll throw them on once we get back to the garage. So I need to pull my fenders and roll them. They aren't actually done yet, so I have to get a fender roller, but I should do that sooner than later. For now, I'm just gonna raise it, I think, but this is where I would like it to be sitting if it was pulled. But it's not, so I guess I'm just gonna raise it, raise the coilovers a bit, and then rock this for now. I'll probably rent a fender roller maybe tomorrow. I got nothing to do, so I raised it 1/2 inch, and I thought it would be enough, but it's still pretty much sitting on the fender. I don't want to raise it a lot because my rears are already so slammed that it's gonna look goofy, but I guess I just need it to drive. I only need it to drive for till tomorrow if I can get a fender roller. That's the thing I hate most, is like messing with fitment, like dicking around. Where are my keys? I guess I'll bring it back up and raise it some more maybe. Not maybe, I have to. It's not gonna move if I don't. Oh shit, got a fender roller. So I'm just gonna take the wheel off, throw the roller on, and start going at it. I'm gonna make sure that I clean under here first, just to make sure there's no rocks or dirt or anything, or else it'll make it really shitty. I don't want that, I'm trying to keep it clean. So I'm gonna jack it up and start rolling it. Boy!
That spoiler's dope. Look at that stuff.
M4? Is it? So the memory card ran out of space and I didn't film any of the rolling the fenders. It was fucking stupid anyway, so don't worry about it. But the tires fit now, everything is good. But I'm rubbing on the...
Bro, it's a chick.
What?
It's a chick.
It's a girl.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Okay. It's nice. Anyway. Fuck off, Neon. Fucking gay boy. Now it's rubbing on the inner wheel well. There's like some seams and shit on the back, and I gotta hammer stuff. I don't know when I'll do it, probably tonight or tomorrow. But I gotta get that done so I can drive. But yeah. Oh, I can't get it. Oh! Moist. Whoa, man. Whoa, water vapors. Oh, got the lens wet. Okay guys, don't mind the fuckery that is my hair. I'm going on like day 3 of work on this bitch, trying to get everything sorted. Last night, me and Jacob just kind of started like doing shit and I didn't really film anything, but I got the fenders rolled and everything's good except it's rubbing the harness on this side in the back when I turn the wheel. So I think what I'm gonna do is cut a plate out with this and then bolt it in so it pushes the harness up and out of the way, and then it has that protective plate over top of it. According to the internet, that's what people are doing, so I'm going to jack the car up and try and get that done. Hopefully that's the last of screwing around with this, because I'm honestly done with it. I just want to be able to drive it, so let's get to that and see how we're gonna get this done. So this is what I'm talking about. Focus, you bitch. There we go. It was rubbing right there in the harness. So what I'm gonna do is try and get this plate to bolt up. I just cut this out of ABS plastic. It's just some ghetto shit, doesn't matter. As long as it works. I don't really have any screws though, but I'm just gonna see how I can make this sit so that it actually keeps the harness out of the way of the tire, and I'll let you guys know what I figure out. Okay guys, so I screwed in that plate. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but as long as the tire doesn't touch, it should be good. Even if it touches the plate a little bit, it's not a huge deal. I'm gonna test fit the wheel back on right now. Alright, so yeah, the harness is pushed way out of the way now. It will have no risk of touching at all. So that's dope. I ripped the windshield washer fluid hose off here. So this side actually needs to be pulled a little more to match the other side, and I think I gotta raise it. I'm gonna do that right now, and then that's hopefully it. That should be everything. Okay guys, so that ends the whole control arm install and the new wheel install. I didn't film as much as I'd like to because like I was getting hella dirty. These are just the gloves I was wearing. But it was warm, it sucked, and it was just kind of hard to film by myself with the shitty lighting and stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. This is how the car turned out. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks fucking sick. The rears could use some spacers on it, but that's later's problem. Just to get the fitment dialed in. I'm gonna clean up the garage now because it is a mess. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Don't know where it is, don't know what it'll be, but hoping it'll be a good one. Peace out.